It's a celebration. Woohoo! I've made it to the end of my month-long InfoFast. To make sure everyone is up to speed, I'm author, speaker, and transformation coach Andy Grant. And an InfoFast is short for an information fast. For me, the month of July was an InfoFast, freeing myself from free calls and webinars and teleclasses and free reports and downloads and opt-in offers and software and information products and all that sort of thing. Right? It was a time to say enough. It was a time to focus on everything I already had. It was a time to put all the information I already have into action. It ended up being a great experience for me, a very productive month. All the free time I created was put to great use. I was able to implement ideas I've been having for a long time and look at programs and products that I've already purchased but hadn't checked out. There was one occasion, actually, no, I take that back. There were two occasions that I slipped in my fasting. One, my coach insisted that I buy a specific information product, that it would help me in my business. And due to the InfoFast, I had enough space to actually dig into it, listen to all the calls, and truly implement it. And it was a great product and a great decision. So yeah, it was a win. Now, towards the end of the month, I said yes to a free webinar. It's kind of my guilty sin. But it was a webinar about a product that I use almost daily, and it did give me new ideas. So again, felt like a win. But it really made me realize the whole notion behind my InfoFast. This was a time to not take in new ideas, to not generate new thoughts, but a time to take action on everything I already know, to implement all the things I've already purchased, all the ideas I've had. So, even though I broke it, got some new ideas, again, it pointed out the value in the fast to begin with. So, with those two things aside, I declare the InfoFast to be a great success! It was so successful, I will definitely do it again. I think it might be an annual event, or perhaps even December is a good time. Maybe I'll do it twice a year. At times, it was fun and liberating just to be deleting emails without even needing to read them. Anything that said free this, free that, invitation to this or that, delete, delete, delete. Nope, I'm on an InfoFast. Don't even have to read it. It was great. Very, very freeing. It gave me a lot of time back. But then I noticed sometimes I had this longing. I really wanted to say yes to a class, to a webinar. It was as if there was a fear that I was going to miss the one thing, that this was the one magical free call that would catapult me to being a multi-million-dollar business, or to meeting the man of my dreams, or whatever the offer was, whatever the promise was of that class, that webinar, that download. So it made me aware that this fear of missing out on something drove so many of my purchases and decisions to take all the free classes and webinars and events and things over the years. So I wonder, did you join me in my InfoFast? Did you create an information fast of your own? Was there something you gave up for the past month? If not, is there something now that you realize you're doing out of habit? You're doing because it gives you a sense of being busy, but it's not actually productive. Is there some activities that you engage in that give you that sense of busyness, but they aren't truly bringing you closer to your goals? Ponder that one for a while. Because you should never go on a thinking fast, right? It is always good to ask yourself questions. Always good to ponder things. Always good to dig deeper. And take the action that brings you closer to your goals, closer to your dreams. I realize it's often easier to take a class, to do something, because it gives me the illusion that I'm progressing, that I'm moving myself forward. But it's really helping me to avoid the work I know that needs to be done. That's all for now. Be good to yourself. And celebrate! Woohoo! It's a celebration. Woohoo!